Do you know who I am? I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me.
You're listening to Alaska Real Estate Podcast, your home for all things real estate. I'm Chris Story. On the program, President's Report, Helen Jarrett's mid-year State of Real Estate Address. Sandy Eherenman here with Convention Update, and Nobu Hata, Tech Knowledge, how to use QR codes effectively. Remember, miss a minute, you could miss a million. Welcome, please, your president of Alaska Association of Realtors, Helen Jarrett.
As you know, I've just got back from Washington, D.C. for the National Association of Realtors mid-year meeting. And the purpose of these meetings are basically to bring leadership nationwide through the National Association of Realtors up to date on what's happening in Congress and what are the big issues that could be facing us and affecting private property rights and as well as financing. So while we were there, it was quite hectic. Lots of meetings. There's a lot going on in Congress, as you can imagine. And actually a lot of it is around housing, basically because Congress is looking every way they can to cut away some funding because on the whole of the nation has spent too much money. So they're looking in every niche and cranny to see where they can cut. And we have several items that are being looked at. And not all of them are due to that, but we are being highly scrutinized. Short sales, not a big issue in Alaska, but a serious issue nationwide. What the big issue is the amount of time it takes for a short sale to get through. It's been proven that if a lender can work out a short sale, the lender will not lose as much money. And for example, there was one of our leaders in the Alaska delegation had a sale, and it was a short sale. They had a buyer. The buyer waited 3 to 5 months, didn't hear back from the bank, finally went away. Place went into foreclosure. It's now officially back on the market as a foreclosed property at $20,000 less than what they had a buyer for the property before it went into foreclosure. So what Congress is coming up with right now, they have a House Resolution 1498, which realtors support, and that is where they're asking for the servicers to answer a request for the short sale within 45 days of the servicer receiving all the required paperwork. I want to say last fall, the Dodd-Frank Act was passed, and with that, there was a whole, quite a quantity of items that was included in it. But one of the items is called the qualified residential mortgage, which breaks off into many things again. The part of it that we are concerned with is, in that says that for a conventional mortgage, you would have to put 20% down to qualify for a mortgage. Studies have been done. NAR has discovered that it would take the average family 14 years to be able to acquire 20% down payment. Now, that's just the down payment. That's not your closing costs, which is probably another 2 to 3%. You know, we're trying to stabilize, but it's still not quite there, and that something like this would really send it back. Pretty serious right now because it's already in the Dodd-Frank Act. We're just about on goal for the Alaska Association of Realtors. My theme was to connect with the members. This is one way of getting our message out. We've also put into effect, we have an e-newsletter now that we do that we were not doing before. We've set up some key people in the larger offices to be point people so that if we have something coming down and we want it to be each office to know relatively quickly. We've now got a system in line that we can pass that down so that they can let their offices know what's going on. Actually, I think we're right about where I want us to be.
Time now for an Alaska USA Mortgage Brief.
Hi,
Hi, this is Colleen Harrington-Bear, and I wanted to talk to you today about private mortgage insurance. If you don't put 20% down, investors are going to require for private mortgage insurance. And I want to let you know that Alaska USA, being a credit union, we're a lot lower than our competition. Give us a call, check us out. You could see substantial savings and get your borrowers to buy more of a house. Thanks.
Thanks, Colleen. For all things mortgage, AlaskaUSAMortgage.com. Alaska Housing Finance Corporation brings us our 2011 convention update. AHFC is an Alaskan-owned finance company providing Alaskans safe, affordable, and energy-efficient housing, and a proud sponsor of this podcast. From anywhere in Alaska, call 1-800-478-AHFC, or in Anchorage, call 338-6100. Welcome, please, Sandy Eherenman.
Committee has been working away on the 2011 convention, which is scheduled for September 14th through 17th at the Land's End Resort in beautiful Homer, Alaska. Just want to remind everyone that this is a license renewal year, so we will be offering all 20 hours of education during the convention. The 12 hours of electives will be offered throughout the week, and then the 8 hours of the designated will be all day Saturday, September 17th. And this year we do have 3 speakers coming up for the convention. They are Shannon King, Nobu Hata, and Chandra Hall. And all of these speakers will be focusing on social media and how you can utilize social media in your real estate business. Our keynote speaker this year is Shannon King, and her course is entitled Real Estate Road Warrior. And she will be covering different aspects of how you use social media on the road. She'll be talking about cloud computing, virtual processes, and using assistants. She'll let you know the must-have mobile applications that every realtor needs, and she'll also let you know of the free internet marketing tools you can use. And Shannon's class will be on Wednesday, September 14th, starting at 9:30. And besides the education this year, we once again will be having our fun evening events. We'll be starting off with an icebreaker on Tuesday, and then the Always Fun Affiliate Night on Wednesday. We'll have the RPAC auction, and then the awards night also. And I want to let everyone know that there are still sponsorship opportunities available, and we are taking reservations for the trade show. And if you have any questions about the convention or need any additional information, you can go to our website, which is alaskarealtors.com, and we have a whole section of the website dedicated to the convention. And just to let everyone know, the early bird registration for the convention is July 15th, and after that the price will go up. So I hope everyone thinks about registering soon, and hope to see everyone in Homer in September.
Technology is a big part of our lives and our business. Thanks to Alaska USA Title Agency for making Tech Knowledge segment possible. Alaska USA Title Agency knows that staying at the cutting edge of technology is an important part of our success. With offices all over Alaska, Alaska USA Title Agency is your source for experienced and professional title and escrow services. Online, AlaskaUSATitle.com. Here's Nobu Hata, our official tech guru and certified geek. Nobu, how are realtors misusing QR codes?
They link it to their website. It's like, I have a website, I'm going to link it to this website. It doesn't work. Everybody's got a website now. So it's got to be a rich media experience that you're linking folks to with these things, and that's the key.
Well, like what? I mean, if not your website, an interactive page just about that listing or your blog?
Here's the thing is that we've been talking over the last couple months now about, social media and all the other stuff. But, I think the perfect way to link a QR code to something like a flyer or an advertisement is the blog posts that we've been talking about, that you can put in a blog post not only information about the neighborhood, but the stores, the hot spots, the neighborhood hot spots around it, along with a video tour. I know that Amy talked about that as well. You could put all of that on a mobile website that links right up with a QR code, and you're giving folks what they can't Google. You're giving them what researching online will give them if they were to dig for it. You're giving it to them freely. So it's the home that they've got, that they have. So now they've got the price, they've got the square footage, and they've got the neighborhood. Now you can fill in the blanks. Here's a cool neighborhood hotspot. Here is a little history on the schools in the area and the neighborhood that you want to live in. And then click here for a virtual tour that plays within your iPhone. And it's something that you can conceivably be doing proactively anyways. It's gotten to the point now, and we've talked about it in the past, the new way of search is hyperlocal. So folks are looking 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, hillside, right? So now you can actually write a blog post about that you can use in your marketing, but then reuse that along with your virtual tour that you have just paid for on a blog post that links seamlessly via QR code to your flyers or to your advertising. Filling in the blanks. That's our new value proposition now. And you can do that all with the QR code and with the information that you're already doling out there on your website. Take something like your city. You take and you put a branded QR code, say, at every pizza joint and tourist destination and anything there that's branded with your blog. And now folks are scanning in those QR codes wherever they're going and seeing your information. You need to put some sort of instruction there, and it's gotten to the point now where there are enough of these things out there where all you need to do is put the code and then the website for that code on whatever collateral is that you're using. So on my QR codes, what I have is the code, and then right underneath it is the actual link I made that QR code with. So it's I use Bitly, bit.ly/ and it could be Chris Story Podcast, or it could be Sandy Eherenman, anything like that. That's a unique URL that you can make that'll point folks to it. So even if they don't scan it, they'll go onto their phone and punch in the website, and that mobile experience instead of scanning it is going to be there for those folks if they just punch in the website. So as long as you have both, you will be A-okay. I would say at this point, disregard anything any realtor vendor has told you, and I would go to one of 2 sites. The first is bit.ly, that's Bitly, bit.ly, and Google. Google does it, goo.gl. You take any link that you've got, you punch it in to either one of those websites, and outbits a shortened URL that you can use and customize. So bit.ly/ the MLS number if you wanted to do that, plus the QR code. And on top of that, it's trackable. So I know how many times someone has clicked through and scanned through that unique QR code, all free of charge. Don't pay for this stuff. Only chumps pay for barcodes.
But I still love technology.
Congratulations to Peggy Ann McConaughey, recipient of the DSA, the Distinguished Service Award, to be presented to Peggy Ann in November. Over the last 60 years, did you realize this award's only been given to about 80 people? Outstanding, Peggy Ann McConaughey. That's it for this edition. For all of us at Alaska Real Estate, I'm Chris Story, wishing you health, wealth, and happiness.